Been my Mother of the Year for, 41 years. We're 42, there's gestation and all that. It's very complex.
Tom Selleck, an award-winning actor, made headlines when he said he was concerned about his ability to pay for his 63-acre farm if his TV show Blue Bloods was canceled. After a while, a false report spread that the 79-year-old actor had died. Although his followers were stunned, it was quickly determined that he was still alive. In these uncertain times, fans are rallying behind the actor, and the false claims of his death have added to the emotional impact of the situation because of the uncertainty. What were Tom Selleck's concerns about his finances, and why did he terminate his contract? Let's find out the truth behind it. And do you know the legend of Tom Selleck? Leave an A in the comments if you do. Early life and reputation. Thomas William Selleck was born on January 29, 1945, in Detroit, Michigan. His mother, Martha Selleck, was a homemaker, while his father, Robert Dean Selleck, was an executive and real estate investor. With an elder brother named Robert, a younger sister named Martha, and a younger brother named Daniel, Selleck is their second kid. They also have a younger brother named Daniel. The children have a significant amount of German heritage through their father's side of the family, although their primary background is English. They are the direct descendants of David Selleck, an English colonist who migrated to Massachusetts from Somerset, England in the year 1633. With this, Selleck is the 11th generation of his family to be born in the United States of America. In 1948, when he was 3 years old, his family relocated to Sherman Oaks, California. This move was a significant development throughout his formative years. His boyhood was shaped by this new environment, which gave him a basis for the experiences he would have throughout his life. It was there that he started his educational journey, laying the groundwork for his subsequent accomplishments. In 1962, Tom started his journey through life after completing his high school studies. And even though he was unaware of the fact that his future would be spent as a Hollywood celebrity, Tom went on to enroll in college. He chose to attend Los Angeles Valley College to further his education and cultivate his interest in athletic pursuits. Because he was a member of the basketball team, he accomplished a great deal on the court and captured the hearts of the viewers. As a result of this achievement, I was given the chance to transfer to the University of Southern California, often known as USC, which is renowned for its excellent academics and athletic programs. Tom graduated from the University of Southern California with a degree in business administration and continued to excel in athletics while he was there. Tom's tenacity allowed him to successfully juggle his education with his athletic pursuits, which was a difficult task. Nevertheless, his trip underwent a significant transformation when a theater instructor urged him to participate in an audition for a school production. Tom realized that he wanted to pursue a career in acting as a result of this piece of advice. When he reached his final year of college, he decided to withdraw from his studies and devote his time to acting full-time. At the same time that he was focusing his attention on potential opportunities in Hollywood, he continued to take acting courses at the Beverly Hills Playhouse. As if the possibility of achieving his goal of achieving success in Hollywood was within his grasp, he was confronted with yet another obstacle, the Vietnam War. His service in the California National Guard began in 1967 when he was called up for the draft and began his obligation to serve his country. On the other hand, Tom did not cease performing while he was serving his country, and he even had the good fortune to secure small playing roles in films and television programs. Last but not least, Tom's time in the military came to an end in 1973, allowing him to focus on his acting career. Before beginning his duty in the military, he had previously appeared as a guest actor on television series such as The Dating Game, and now he was prepared to begin a career in acting on a full-time basis. In addition to his enthusiasm for acting, his time spent serving in the military was a significant factor in his preparation for the part. During the 1970s, Tom Selleck was still attempting to carve out a suitable place for himself in the world of television by making a consistent presence on the show Rockford Files. Because of Tom's charm and intellect, audiences responded well to his portrayal of the character Lance White, which attracted a lot of attention and made him famous. Because of this role, he was able to get fresh possibilities and maintain his career in the film industry. Tom was a handsome man who possessed a raw and rugged appearance that was appropriate for a cowboy or an action hero. This made it possible for him to launch a successful run of Western films that did not feature musical characters. Tom was cast in the major part of his debut film, The Sackets, which was a Western film released in 1979 as a result of his status being raised and the fact that he was allowed to collaborate with well-known Western actors like Sam Elliott and Glenn Ford. This period of his life was of critical importance. Tom was a highly versatile actor and a true Western star, and the movie helped everybody who watched it recognize that he was a Western star. The movie included significant actors from the Western genre. Tom Selleck, with his impressive roles in the Western series, has left a deep impression on audiences for decades. After the death of the character he played in The Sackets, Tom's career continued to explode with his role in The Shadow Riders in 1982. This film was not only a commercial success but also helped solidify his position as one of the leading actors in the Western genre. The combination of his masculine appearance, strong acting style, and sincerity in every gesture made Tom the ideal model of the traditional cowboy, a character that audiences always found sympathy for. It is worth noting that although Tom is associated with the Western film genre, he does not limit himself to just one genre. Through his efforts and versatility, he participated in many different genres of films, from action and comedy to detective films. This has helped him become a versatile actor, capable of attracting audiences of different ages and interests. However, his cowboy roles have always received enthusiastic support from the public. The audience loves the way he portrays cowboy characters, not only with strong images, but also with a kind soul, creating emotional and profound stories. It is undeniable that the Western roles have created the greatest reputation for Tom Selleck. It is from these roles that he has won the affection and respect of the audience, especially those who love this classic film genre. However, Tom's career journey does not stop there. With his versatility and enthusiasm, he continues to develop his career, asserting himself as a cinematic icon, always delivering great performances in any role. He has demonstrated his acting skills via several parts that he has played, which have highlighted his sort of talent. There is no question that the policeman is one of the most well-known positions. There is a strong correlation between this characterization and his chosen name. Previously, he had been working as a private investigator on the Rockford Files. Nevertheless, his first main part was in the television series Magnum, which aired in 1980. Thomas Magnum, a chilly police officer who drove through the warm streets of Hawaii, was playing the role of Tom on the program. People fell in love with the character, and Tom's performance gave credence to his potential as an actor, which resulted in his being a television star. Tom Selleck became a well-known television figure as a result of the show's enormous success and the fact that it lasted for 8 seasons. In 1984, he was even honored with an Emmy Award for Children's Animated Program for his work on the show that he was working on at the time. However, as you have seen above this page, Magnum P.I. was a huge success, but it was not without its shortcomings. The fact that Tom was already involved in the production meant that he was unable to take on the role of Indiana Jones. Magnum P.I. was canceled by Tom Selleck after 8 seasons, so that he could pursue other projects that he could work on both on the set and in real life. In 1987, Tom Selleck wedded for the second time to Jillian, who can only be regarded as fortunate to have him as her partner because he appeared to be making a fresh beginning in their relationship. Between the years 1971 and 1982, Stephen was married to Jacqueline before he married Jilly. Even though they did not have any biological children, the couple decided to start a family together, and Tom went even further by adopting Jacqueline's son from a prior marriage. The preceding is an example of its readiness to be attentive and caring, which served as a foundation for his subsequent fatherhood as a father. As was clear when Tom got acquainted with Gilly, he was highly devoted to addressing concerns about his family. Later on in the same year, he resigned from his position at Magnum P.I. The arrival of their daughter, Hannah, was a blessing for them. During this time, Tom and Gilly had a period of happiness in their lives, which included the addition of additional love to their lives, as well as a fresh start for Tom. After Magnum P.I., Tom decided to take some time away from the camera lens to enjoy life with his family and spend time with them and their children. They were fans of the outdoors, so they spent a lot of time outside doing activities with their family, going on tours, and taking pleasure in the time they spent together without the public being able to see them. Tom was able to revitalize himself and rekindle his hobbies outside of acting as a result of his transition to a new, more private lifestyle. The fact that Tom continues to be successful in the television industry does not change the fact that he prefers a more peaceful existence, particularly since Hannah was born and Magnum P.I. came to an end. His family has emerged as the primary focus of his life. As a reflection of what is genuinely important to him, Tom's life now focuses on striking a balance between his career and his family. In 1990, Tom Selleck made a dramatic comeback to the film industry with the release of Quigley Down Under, a Western picture that was a huge success. The variety of Tom's acting career was demonstrated by his performance as Richard Burke, Monica Geller's lover, a fascinating character. Tom's performance was rather humorous, because he participated in Friends. He was able to showcase his humorous side and fascinate a new audience, which made his work more interesting. However, even though the program was a huge success at the time, Tom considered it a waste of his time and energy to create serious films, which ultimately led to him breaking up with his agency. Because of this, he was able to display his tenacity about his profession and his willingness to follow the artists. Following the year 2000, Tom did not disappear from the entertainment industry. He continued to be active, demonstrating that he still possessed the ability to do so. Blue Bloods, a television show, was the vehicle through which he made a successful comeback in the year 2010. This was a very successful comeback, and the majority of viewers must have been reminded of the reasons why this individual is considered a television icon. Tom played the role of Frank Reagan, a New York City police commissioner whose entire family is employed by the New York Police Department, in the television series Blue Bloods. The viewers were greatly drawn to this portrayal of a moral character, which contributed to the show's successful rise to popularity. Blue Bloods also had a wider consequence in that it demonstrated that the audience is not limited to youngsters alone, but also includes adults of the older age bracket. As additional episodes were being produced, the program continued to exceed expectations. There were a lot of nice reviews and people enjoyed it. Because of this, it became one of the most reliable policing procedures possible in the air. By October, it will be prepared for the 12th season. Considering that Tom was the main character in Blue Bloods, it is clear that he had a substantial contribution to the popularity of the show. There have been rumors that Tom may have decided to retire from acting, even though fans of Blue Bloods continue to have a strong affection for the show, regarding the unresolved issue regarding the future of the program. Many individuals are curious about whether or not Tom will be able to leave the screen, as well as whether or not any of these reports are accurate. In this scenario, Tom has been responsible for a significant transformation inside the entertainment business, and his inventiveness in the performing world will be recognized for all time, even after the glitter of Hollywood has passed. Tom, when he is not working, goes back to his house in California Ranch, where he takes pleasure in the peace of the natural environment. Even though he is now working as a professional actor, he must recall his childhood as a farmer. He takes great pleasure in going outside and studying natural phenomena, such as the crops that are growing in the farmyard, and even the way that he tends to his plot of land, because this is the place where he may find refuge. A ranch is just that, a place where he can perform the things that are significant in his life. Because Tom has a very busy work schedule, one of the most important principles that he now advises his family to adhere to is the commitment to spending quality time with them. His ranch is characterized by a serene atmosphere. It is by these means that he can escape the frantic life of Hollywood and find tranquility. The majority of the time, Tom is unable to avoid returning to television, even though he could stop working and retire financially at his age. He takes pleasure in performing and narrating stories. There are reports that he will soon retire, but there are plans that he is presently working on a book, and the ardent writer wants to share more of his stories. He is currently working on a book. If the allegations are accurate, His memoir may contain a great deal of information regarding his private life and the Hollywood affairs he had during his days as a renowned PI. However, there is more to Tom than meets the eye. Aside from being the most handsome kid in Hollywood, he has also faced some personal troubles that are kept hidden from the public. What happened to him and how did it affect him? Read on to find out more below. Personal life. Tom has always adhered to traditional principles, which distinguishes him from other people in the entertainment industry. He is more at ease when he is not attending glitzy Hollywood events, when he can find calm and meditate on the most important things. Tom never had the feeling that he belonged at those lavish gatherings, even though he was attractive and had a Hollywood attraction. The fact that he chooses to forego them demonstrates his dedication to leading a lifestyle that is less complicated and more genuine. They speculate that Tom may retire as he gets older, but he has managed to strike a healthy balance between his professional and personal life. Unlike the hectic days he spent working as a top PI, he is now adopting a more laid-back attitude. Tom expresses his appreciation to those who have supported him by stating that he will continue to be a member of Blue Bloods for as long as fans continue to be interested in the program before he retires. Tom is not interested in attending opulent events in Hollywood. On the other hand, he favors maintaining accuracy. The way he behaves demonstrates that he follows traditional principles. If he returns to his ranch, it is not merely a vacation destination for him. It's a way of life that prioritizes family, the outdoors, and keeping things simple. As he has gotten older, Tom has refined his approach to work to strike a balance between his professional life and his personal life. Tom has a firm foundation for success and can maintain a connection with his followers because Blue Bloods has been on the air for longer than Magnum PI. The fact that the program continues to be so successful demonstrates that Tom is still thought-provoking and continues to move people emotionally. Concerns have been expressed over Tom Selleck's health following claims that he is currently in his late 70s, specifically about what some people consider to be a crippling form of arthritis. According to rumors that have been circulating, Selleck may be suffering from an illness that cannot be cured and may even be at risk of losing his sight. As early as 2010, with the premiere of the television show Blue Bloods, viewers saw that the actor was sliding, which led to a great deal of speculation on his mobility. According to an article that was published in the National Enquirer in 2019, it was stated that he walked with a limp due to arthritis, which causes his joints and mobility to be impaired. However, because Selleck has never addressed these charges to the general public and has kept his health concerns out of the spotlight, the rumors have never originated from the mouth of the horse. This need for seclusion is extremely evident in the manner in which he has constructed his career, which is to say that he has kept his personal life apart from his professional life. According to the rumors, Selleck is suffering from a number of different conditions, one of which is arthritis. Additionally, there are some recommendations regarding his eyes. It has been discovered that he suffers from significant eyesight impairment, and the medicine he takes for rheumatoid arthritis may be the cause of this condition. There was conjecture that he had been diagnosed with glaucoma or cataracts, which would imply that his eyesight may worsen to the point that he would go blind. The National Enquirer said that he had seen an eye expert in Los Angeles and that he had visited the specialist several times. On the other hand, after reading such accounts, it is difficult to trust them. However, a spokesperson of Selleck has stated that the actor is in excellent health, therefore attempting to dispel any concerns over the actor's current state of health. As a result of these health difficulties, there have been speculations circulating regarding Selleck's potential career in the entertainment industry, particularly about his program, Blue Bloods, and his anticipated retirement. Given the physically demanding nature of filmmaking and the difficulties that are linked with chronic diseases, the latter would lead to conversations that may potentially culminate in the possibility of giving up the job. Although this is the case, Selleck and his representatives have made it very known to the general public that he has no intention of ever retiring and is eager to continue working for as long as feasible. The approach that Selleck is taking toward his job at this point is consistent with his principles, which include a strong commitment to secrecy, a passion for his profession, and a love for his followers. For his more than half-century career in the entertainment industry, Tom has seen all there is to see. The vast majority of people are unaware of the fact that he is much more than the gloss and glamour that are often associated with Hollywood performers. His decisions, particularly the importance he has placed on maintaining a healthy balance between his professional and personal life, must have contributed to his overall physical and mental well-being. The 12th season of Blue Bloods is scheduled to premiere in October of 2021, and viewers can expect to see more of the Reagan family in the next episodes. Nevertheless, there remains a certain degree of uncertainty regarding the course that the program will take following the completion of the 12th season. Because the 12th season of Blue Bloods is currently airing, Tom Selleck, the show's main character, has provided some insight into what viewers might anticipate. At 79, Tom Selleck is acutely aware that his acting career is still going strong, and a big part of the reason lies in the continued love and support of his audience. He knows that every time he appears on screen could be his last chance. But the love that audiences have for his characters, especially his role as Frank Reagan in Blue Bloods, has given him the motivation to continue. Given the deep affection from viewers, there may be more seasons of the Reagan family drama, as long as audiences maintain their attention. However, Tom also knows better than anyone that the entertainment industry is ever-changing and unpredictable, and that public interest can change over time, even though they still have a lot of affection for the shows he participates in. A sad but inevitable element of Tom Selleck's decades-long career is the fact that he may have to face the decision of when to retire from performing. As he ages, the idea of stepping away from the spotlight and spending more time on his farm becomes increasingly appealing. Tom has said that the simple life on the farm is where he finds peace and balance, and perhaps shortly he will choose to live closer to nature than in front of the camera. Whatever his final choice, Tom retains the freedom to decide when he is ready to end his career, an act that requires much thought and courage. From his early days in Hollywood, Tom Selleck's journey has always revolved around something deeper than fame and fortune. He has not blindly pursued fame or pursued big contracts for the sake of making money. Instead, Tom sought higher values: love, family, and happiness. These themes ran through his career and life, serving as a compass for his most important decisions. Over the years, Tom Selleck has faced a unique challenge that any celebrity must face: the constant public scrutiny of his personal life. Yet, remarkably, he has managed to maintain a relatively normal life despite the enormous pressures that fame brings. Selleck has always maintained a high level of personal discipline, which has not only kept him from the temptations of Hollywood, but also given him the balance he needs to continue to devote himself to his art. His dedication to maintaining professionalism, while protecting his personal life from undue intrusion, has contributed greatly to his longevity in the entertainment industry. This has created a respected image, a movie star who is loved not only for his acting talent but also for his humble and down-to-earth lifestyle. Selleck has always credited his adherence to his principles and values for helping him navigate the challenges of the entertainment industry and maintain his success over the decades. He has not let himself get caught up in the glitz of Hollywood or the hustle and bustle of social gatherings. Instead, he has chosen a simple lifestyle, prioritizing his family and maintaining honesty in all his relationships. It is this steadfastness that has helped Selleck not only maintain a long career, but also avoid scandals, maintaining his reputation and the admiration of audiences for generations. Another aspect of Selleck's life, apart from acting, is his role in the National Rifle Association. As a board member and spokesperson for the organization, Selleck became the face and voice of the NRA, succeeding Charlton Heston in 2003. At that point, his involvement brought prestige and influence to the organization, especially since he was known for his cowboy roles and action movies that featured a lot of weapons. Selleck went beyond speaking and attending events and also contributed valuable items to the National Rifle Association's exhibition. In 2002, he donated the Real Guns of Real Heroes exhibition to the National Firearms Museum in Fairfax, Virginia. The collection included movie weapons from famous films he had appeared in, including the rifle from Quigley Down Under, one of the most iconic works of his career. When actor Tom Selleck appeared on The Rosie O'Donnell Show in 1999 to promote his film The Love Letter, he didn't expect the conversation to veer away from his work and into a politically sensitive issue: gun rights and his relationship with the National Rifle Association. Rosie O'Donnell, known for her strong anti-gun stance, asked Selleck about his personal views on gun control, a hotly contested and controversial topic in the United States at the time. The exchange didn't go well and became a memorable moment in both of their television careers. Selleck, who is notoriously private about politics, kept his response brief and restrained. He didn't want to delve into the gun rights debate on air, especially when the show was supposed to be promoting his film. Rather than directly confronting him, Selleck emphasized that he appeared on the show to talk about his art and career, not to engage in a political debate. His silence in this situation could be interpreted as a way to avoid causing unnecessary tension and maintain his image as a calm person in the public eye. However, Selleck's choice made the conversation more tense when Rosie O'Donnell continued to ask questions about gun control. She did not hesitate to express her personal views, which made many feel that the interview had turned from an open conversation to a confrontation. Selleck stood his ground, avoided confrontation, and continued to maintain restraint throughout the interview, leaving the impression that he wanted to stay away from heated political debates while focusing on his acting work. Meanwhile, Selleck's publicist, Manal, did not miss the opportunity to speak out. After the interview, Manal issued a public statement, expressing her view that O'Donnell's show should focus on its original purpose of art and entertainment, rather than turning it into a forum for personal political issues. Manal emphasized that hosts need to be careful in choosing and handling topics in interviews, especially when it involves sensitive personal views. Rosie O'Donnell's move in this direction raised questions about whether interviews can become unfair when hosts use their platform to promote their views without regard for the main purpose of the show. Manal also noted that when interviews are dominated by personal views, it can damage the quality of the conversation, making guests feel uncomfortable sharing and more likely to be confrontational. This not only affects the reputation of the host, but also takes away from the professionalism of the conversation, which should be an opportunity for the audience to better understand the guests and their projects, not a debate on a sensitive social issue. In addition to promoting his film The Love Letter, Selleck has also endorsed other publications such as National Review and subscribed to the New Republic magazine. Although he describes himself as a political independent, tending to avoid clear political categories, his choice to endorse publications that tend to be more liberal than conservative suggests that he has a liberal leaning in politics. During the 2016 election, Selleck did not vote for either Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, reflecting his disagreement with the political candidates of the time and his commitment to maintaining his independent views. These actions demonstrate Selleck's care in keeping his political views unbound by partisan bias, while also emphasizing his concern for remaining independent and free to choose the political issues that interest him. April 28, 2000, marked a milestone in Selleck's life when he was awarded an honorary doctorate in character and ethics by Pepperdine University. This recognition not only reflected his outstanding personal qualities, but also demonstrated the academic community's appreciation for his contributions to promoting moral values and character. Selleck also served on the board of directors of the Joseph and Edna Josephson Institute for Ethics, along with co-founding the Campaign for Character, demonstrating his commitment to promoting ethical principles in society. Throughout his career, Tom Selleck has received many honors. In 1986, he was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, marking the entertainment industry's recognition of his contributions. 3 years later, in 1989, he was honored again by receiving the Golden Plate Award from the American Academy of Achievement. These awards are not only a recognition of his acting talent, but also a recognition of his influence and contribution to the entertainment industry. Tom Selleck has become a television icon, leaving a lasting impression on audiences through memorable roles in popular series such as Magnum P.I. and Blue Bloods. The characters he plays are not only notable for their charm and strength, but also for their psychological depth, giving audiences empathy and lasting connection. In particular, with Magnum P.I., Selleck created the image of a worldly but romantic private detective, becoming an icon of the 1980s. In recent years, Selleck's role in Blue Bloods has further solidified his position in the television industry. The character of Frank Reagan, a nepotistic New York City police chief, has received much praise for Selleck's calm, intelligent, and sophisticated performance. The stern yet compassionate leadership of Reagan brought a fresh color to his roles and connected strongly with audiences who love family stories set in a realistic and challenging context. However, recently, rumors about Selleck's possible retirement have stirred up a variety of emotions from fans. For them, Selleck is not only an actor but also a symbol of steadfastness, traditional values, and dedication. His possible farewell to the small screen has left many people sad and regretful. For a generation of audiences, Selleck is an important part of their childhood memories, the classic films they grew up with, and more than that. He is the one who brought stories about family, justice, and true love. His unwavering connection to his family, his grounded way of life, and his passion for creating stories of the highest quality have always distinguished him. Whatever happens, Tom Selleck's legacy will live on, regardless of whether he continues to appear on our televisions or decides to retire. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next videos. Don't forget to subscribe to get the latest updates on your favorite celebrities.